Do you know those days where you don't want to do anything but lie in bed and stare out of the window? I'm having one of those. But it's Vader and I have to work at 12 anyway, so I'll read you some first sentences of my unread books instead. The Girl on the Landing by Paul Taudet. The last few miles of our journey took us through a region of fields of golden wheat, now being harvested as we drove past. Gould's Book of Fish by Richard Flanagan. My wonder upon discovering the Book of Fish remains with me yet. Luminous as the phosphorescent marbling that seized my eyes that strange morning. Glittering as those eerie swirls that colored my mind and enchanted my soul, which there and then began the process of unraveling my heart and worse still, my life into the poor, scraggy skein that is the story you are about to read. Now that sounds better. Waterproof Bible by Andrew Kaufman. The limousine taking Rebecca Reynolds and Lewis Taylor to the funeral had stalled in the middle of an intersection. Graham Greene, Our Man in Havana. That nigger going down the street, said Dr. Hasselbacher standing in the Wonder Bar. He reminds me of you, Mr. Wormold. Raise High the Roof Beam Carpenters and Seymour by J.D. Salinger. One night some 20 years ago, during a siege of mumps in our enormous family, my younger sister Franny was moved, crib and all, into the ostensibly gem-free room I shared with my eldest brother, Seymour. I like Franny and Zoe and Seymour. Naked Lunch by William Burroughs. I can feel the heat closing in, feel them out there making their moves, setting up their devil doll stool pigeons, crooning over my spoon and dropper. I throw away at Washington Square Station. Vault, a turnstile, and 2 flights down the iron stairs. Catch an uptown A train. Carper Beats the Devil by Glenn David Gould. On Friday, August 3rd, 1923, the morning after President Harding's death, reporters followed the widow, the vice president, and Charles Carter, the magician. Okay. The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy Gentleman by Lawrence Stern. I wish either my father or my mother, or indeed both of them, as they were in duty both equally bound to it, had minded what they were about when they begot me. Had they duly considered how much depended upon what they were then doing, that not only the production of a rational being was concerned in it, but that possibly the happy formation and temperature of his body, perhaps his genius and the very cast of his mind, and for aught they knew to the contrary, even the fortunes of his whole house might take their turn from the humorous and dispositions which were then uppermost. Had they duly weighed and considered all this and proceeded accordingly, I am verily persuaded I should have made a quite different figure in the world from that in which the reader is likely to see me. Interesting. Those were interesting. Tell me your favorite first sentence in the comments. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.